Hi, we're Gardening for All. We're made up of many disciplines of study, including design and sustainability, but in the end, it's all connected, and we work together to combine our knowledge and accomplish the same goals. When we were thinking about our project for this semester, we jumped right into brainstorming, and we considered maybe doing a gardening project, maybe in a traditional greenhouse, but then decided in a dome, a structure that would be self-supporting and aesthetically pleasing. As we were beginning to move on with this, our advisor suggested that we make it accessible, and we said sure. But what does that mean, and how do we incorporate that into our design? As we were looking to define what accessibility meant for our group, we stumbled across this TechSage design competition and decided to narrow our focus on accessibility for the aging population. We went on to explore pathways and see how we might be able to make them wheelchair accessible. And we also thought about how members of the aging population might not be able to sit or stand for long periods of time. But how could we create the best experience so that they could still engage in gardening in a comfortable manner? We said maybe, a tabletop gardening experience would be best. That way, they could sit and enjoy and have a tailored experience for them to be able to enjoy gardening as well as everyone else. But we had to stop ourselves and think, what is our process? What tools are we going to use? And what methods are we going to use? In the end, what are we going to do? With what are we going to do it, and how? And this led to our design thinking methods. We used stakeholder analysis, systems thinking, and paradigms and reflexivity to go further into our project. We knew stakeholder analysis meant who was going to be affected by our design, and did further research to decide who that might be and look into local organizations. It was really difficult reaching out to all of these organizations, and we knew that calling, emailing, and visiting were going to be the best ways, but we were only able to do the first two with no successful responses until we split up the work. We were able to connect with the Eddy Memorial Center in Troy, New York, and speak to Nancy and Peter, who gave us valuable insight on the aging population and their needs. Moving forward, we knew we wanted to design within a dome, but we had to ask ourselves, what features did we want to include to make this dome as great as we imagined it would be? And also, how could we design a space for accessible, comfortable, and inclusive interactions between all members and participants? Lastly, paradigms and reflexivity within the aging population. How do we connect with them? How do we understand them? And how do we value them? Through more research and discussion, we understood that we wanted to design for equity, which meant giving more resources and opportunities to those who are less advantaged so that they can experience the same things as others. So let's go back. We knew we wanted to encourage the pathways in the gardening beds into our design. We also wanted to control temperature and implement an irrigation system for ease of access and comfort. And this is where Nancy and Peter gave really valuable information. They already understood the importance of nature activities because they encouraged Tai Chi. Unfortunately, none of their members used wheelchairs though, and they had limited space to implement new gardening systems. Peter introduced that it was difficult to engage some members in activities there, and that the everyday frustrations and constraints of an elderly care center often led to negative behavioral reactions, and it was easy to lose a sense of purpose within the elderly care center. However, we believe that Gardening for All is the proper solution to at least begin to address some of these. Flexibility so that users can stand or sit, and versatility to store tools for ease of access. And with all of the research that we've done, we came to the decision that this was one of the best we can come up with. Introducing new activities is better for engagement, gardening is proven to calm moods, and they have tangible end products that make it easier to understand the importance of engagement. They can also act as tools for social interaction between peers and families. Moving forward, we will finalize design and begin construction on these raised garden beds for the Eddy Memorial Center. And again, we're Gardening for America. Thank you.